Okay, so continuation. So sales with profit. So how much profit out of your sales? So yun yung tanong. So ibig sabihin class, magkano ba yung ginaganansya mo from your sales? May mga business kasi na mataas nga yung sales pero konti yung profit. And there are also businesses na mataas yung profit and at the same time mataas din yung sales. So sa mga business organizations, it should operate with profit. So dapat mag-operate sila na may profit. Otherwise, they are not in business. Naintindihan nyo? So kapag nagnegosyo ka, dapat profit yung always mo na goal. Otherwise, kapag hindi profit yung goal mo, you are not in business. So the question is, how much sales should a business generate to achieve a target profit? So ang tanong daw, magkano dapat yung magiging sales niya para ma-target niya kung magkano yung profit niya, or magkano yung magiging sales niya para ma-target niya yung profit. So this will be our sample, problem number 2. So Sinugalisa Company determines its sales price and cost structure as follows. So ito yung cost structure niya at saka sales price. So unit sales price niya 400 pesos. Unit variable cost 240 pesos and the total fixed cost is 800,000. Now, this will be our questions. So questions, how much would be the sales if the profit is expressed as? Number 1, profit before tax of 400,000. So, ang tanong class is, magkano daw yung magiging sales niya kung yung profit niya is ganito, 1 to 7. Itong 1 to 7 class are independent with each other. Naintindihan nyo? So, sa number 1, ito daw yung gusto niyang maging profit, 400,000. So, magkano dapat yung magiging sales niya? Naintindihan nyo yung question class? So, yun yung question. Out, 400,000 yung gusto kong profit. Magkano yung dapat magiging sales? So, number 2, and so on, hanggang number 7. So, ito na class. Number 1. Di ba sa number 1, profit before tax of 400,000, dapat magkaroon siya ng profit before tax na 400,000. So, magkano dapat yung magiging sales niya? Sales in units is equals to fixed cost plus PBT. So, what is PBT? That is profit before tax divided by unit contribution margin. So, magkano dapat yung units na ipoproduce at saka ibebenta? So, ito na class. 800,000 plus 400 divided by 160 is equals to 7,500 units. Question, sir, saan galing yung 160? Nakalimutan nyo na how to compute UCM or unit contribution margin. How to compute for unit contribution margin? Unit sales price less unit variable cost. Ito class unit sales price na 400, i-less nyo ang 240, that will be your contribution margin unit or unit contribution margin. So, nag-come up tayo ng 160 pesos. And then, itong fixed cost na 800,000 plus profit before tax. Diba class? How to get for other way, how to compute for contribution margin? So, to compute for contribution margin, sales less unit variable cost or variable cost. Since hindi given yung units yung hinahanap natin, i-reverse natin. So, from the lower, from the bottom rather, 800,000 na fixed cost or 400,000 na profit plus 800,000, that will be your contribution margin divided by 160 unit contribution margin. So, 7,500 units ang dapat na ibenta ng Nogaliza Company. So, magkano yung pesos? Sales in pesos. Fixed cost plus profit before tax divided by contribution margin rate. So, how to get for contribution margin rate? How to get for the contribution margin rate again? Contribution margin ng 160 pesos divided by 400. Naintindihan? So, nag-come up tayo ng 40%. So, 3 million. So, ibig sabihin, class, sa number 1, dapat magkaroon siya ng sales na 3 million para ma-attain niya yung 400,000 na profit before tax. Naintindihan? Okay. Next, number 2. So, yung assumptions natin for the number 2, profit after tax of 480,000. And the tax rate is 40%. So, this will be the formula. Sales in units, fixed cost plus, open parenthesis, profit after tax divided by 1 minus tax rate, close parenthesis, over unit contribution margin. So, application tayo, 800,000 plus 400,000. Di ba class, yung 400,000, this will be the profit before tax. Naintindihan? Wait, class. So, i-calculate natin. Okay, so there are correction class ha. So, sandali, i-correct muna natin. So, instead na 400 ito, dapat 480,000. Okay, yun na. So, sales in units, so 800,000 plus, by following this formula, 480,000 divided by 60%. So, bakit naging 60%? So, ito class, 1 minus the tax rate. So, magkano ba ang tax rate? 40%. So, 1 minus 0.4, kaya nag-come up tayo ng 0.6 or 60%. Divided by 160, so 10,000 units. So, sa number 2 class, dapat daw, di ba ang gusto niya is magkaroon ng 480,000 na profit after tax na 40%. So, dapat ang magiging target units niya na ibebenta is 10,000 units. While in peso, so by following also the formula, so this formula ha, so fixed cost plus profit after tax over 1 minus tax rate divided by contribution margin rate. Pansinin nyo class, kapag ang hinahanap is pesos, ang denominator is the contribution margin rate or the rate, the percentage. Pero kapag ang hinahanap ay ang units, the unit contribution margin or the units. So, tingnan nyo class ha. So, kaya nag-come up tayo ng sales in peso na 800,000. So, 480,000 divided by 60%. The result, i-add nyo ngayon sa 800,000 divided by the 40%. Kaya nag-come up tayo ng 4 million. So, ibig sabihin, sa number 2 na assumptions, dapat magkaroon ang Nogaliza Company ng 4 million na sales para magkaroon siya ng 480,000 na profit after tax. Intindihan? Okay. Number 3. And sa number 3 naman, ang gusto ng company, profit is 20% of sales before tax. Profit is 20% of sales before tax. So let's apply. Sales in peso is equals to fixed cost divided by contribution margin rate minus profit rate before tax. So, i-apply natin. 800,000 na fixed cost divided by 40% minus 20%. So, magkano yon? 20% na lang. So, si 800,000, i-divide nyo sa 20% or 0.2, magka-come up tayo ng 4 million. Next, how about in sales in units? So, fixed cost divided by UCM or unit contribution margin minus unit profit margin. So, sales in units is equals to 800,000 na fixed cost divided by 160 na contribution margin unit minus 25 is equals to 5,926 units. So, sa number 3 class, para ang Nogaliza magkaroon ng 20% of sales before tax, dapat makabenta siya ng 5,926 units. So, kapag bumaba yung benta niya ng 5,926, lugi na. Naintindihan? Pero kapag yung 5,926 tumaas pa ng tumaas, tataas din yung profit niya. Number 4, profit per unit before tax. So, ano yung assumptions natin for number 4? Profit is 25 pesos per unit. So, dapat daw, and every time na magbebenta ka ng isang unit, ang income mo will be 25 pesos. So, let's compute. Ito lang yan, class, oh. Pansin nyo, sa number 3 na sales in units at sa number 4, it's the same. 5,926 units. Number 5. So, sa number 5, anong gustong mangyari ng company sa number 5? Profit is 20% of sales and after tax of 40%. So, sales in pesos is equals to fixed cost, CMR, PRBT, ATR. So, ano ang mga meaning nito? So, nasa ibaba class ha. So, tingnan nyo lang ito. So, PRBT, that is profit rate before tax. So, ATR, that is 1 minus tax rate. So, sales in pesos, 800,000 divided by 40% minus the 20% divided by 60%. So, dito kayo mauna class ha. 20% divided by 60%. And then, yung result nito, ibawas nyo sa 40%. And then, the result will be divided to 800,000. Kaya, nag-come up ng 12 million. Naintindihan? So, sa number 5, para sinugali sa company ay magkaroon ng 20% ng sales, dapat magkaroon siya ng 12 million na sales. Number 6, profit based on CMR before tax. So, sa number 6 naman, ang gusto niyang mangyari, 20% of CMR before tax. So, sales in peso is equals to fixed cost divided by CMR minus PR. So, what is PR? Profit rate. So, sales in peso is equals to 800,000 divided by 40% times 1 minus 20%. So, nag-come up tayo ng 2,500,000. So, anyway, class, ang importante dito, ma-memorize nyo itong formula. Number 7 naman, profit percentage based on CMR after tax. So, sales in pesos is equals to fixed cost divided by CMR 1 minus PRBT over ATR. So, sales in peso, that is 800,000 divided by 40% multiplied by 1 minus 20% divided by 60%. Kaya nag-come up ng 3 million. So, ito yung mga legend class. So, pakitingnan na lang.